Person just wants to flower.
Yeah, I wonder if they subscribe from the um. I got a Valentine's ad. I wonder about if they subscribe from the Super Bowl video that I did because it did say 250, but now it's 251. Oh no, Dumbo, no, you don't have to. No, because I put for 510 and taller. You know, just in case if we get newcomers. I just want to test out to see if anyone's interested. Because I was still watching viewing Quirky Corda that are reacted to Adventure Time just because why not? And they were watching like an episode about like Finn that or like kissing many different princesses because he's trying to find his like love. It's really good. Oh, Dama, you told me my height. Remember? Yeah, you told me. Honestly, you don't have to worry about that. I come and look up this video very quick. Hold on, very quick, because I know I did set it in the title that I want to talk about height for a half hour. What video is this? It's a small channel that popped up. His name is Cell Cruster. That's a cool name. Very quick, and then I'll talk about the height thing.
YouTube has become a bad platform, or I should say, horrible platform. First of all, some of users are getting terminated without a single strike or even violation guidelines, I mean community guidelines. And the second of all, after you have created your YouTube channel, you're gonna have to enable verification or even
Yeah, it's
advanced features.
true.
This is definitely the one thing which makes people mad. If they wanted to create a community post first,
Oh, his
you're gonna have to
accent.
enable the, like I said, advanced features and verification.
Yeah, he popped up my
Due to the
suggestions.
verification. And lastly, the comments. Yeah, YouTube is still having issues with the comments. Because when someone comments something, pretty much random comment, then YouTube automatically deletes it
He
or
sounds
maybe hides it
Slavic.
for some reason, for some unknown reason. Yeah, that is just a one big nonsense I've ever heard in my life. How can you chat with someone if YouTube keeps deleting your comments for some unknown reason? This is just on another level of insanity. Or make
I'm so sorry being off topic because I understand that he's a small channel, but like I agree with him. Yeah, YouTube gives you a damn handful sometimes because the verification. Speaking of verification, I don't know what how I'm talking about. Oh, Dumbo, that's fine. Honestly, yeah. I mean, I don't mind. I know. You just want to be supportive, and I'm hearing like a damn helicopter. So I'm so sorry. I just had to share that, and I was watching damn reaction to season 6 earlier. So basically, if we ever get any newcomers here, height is like a really interesting topic for me because let's just say if you're a man, okay, I'm not sure if anyone were seated because I had to keep switching back and forth due to my MacBook acting up because for some odd reason I cannot live stream in the other one. I do not know why. Since it's just glitchy. Like I got like a little black bar. I don't know where the hell that came from. So let's just start off for like the 5 footers. Okay, so if a guy, I could just drop this down. And double, please feel free to just like rant or ramble while I'm actually talking on here. Um, oh, the tallest person I've ever met, I don't know. What's a helicopter? Yeah, we get helicopters out here. It's quite normal. Um, I don't know what the tallest guy I ever met is. I think 6'5", give or take. I don't. It's been so long. To be honest with you, Dumbo, a 5 footer guy. You know, I'm gonna write this down. Do I? 5 foot, 5'1", 5'2", 5'3", 5'4", 5'5", 5'6", 5'7", 5'8", 5'9", which is average, I think. 5'10", and 5'11". And you know what? I'm literally hearing a helicopter. 6 foot plus. So 5 foot. It's a really. I mean, I should have put like 4'10" or something. A 5 person, right? Give or take. And I'm so sorry. I cannot read comments right now because I can't be off topic. Because well, with my ADHD, whoever it is that said hello, hello. A 5 foot person, and you know this. I should have made one for women as well. It's a really small height. I'm not telling my height. My height's a secret. Let's just say I'm not. I'm not average, and I'm really short. Let's just say my height. I know, like I look tall. I'm not. Okay, literally, I'm not. My graduation gown doesn't fit me anymore. Short people, even short people, are tall compared to me. That's how small I am. So a 5 foot person. Okay, we're talking about men, right? A 5 foot man to me is like a unicorn, right? Again, I'm not saying my I'm not saying my height. Because you may think that man, if he does have a beard, if he basically does have a lot of muscle, he's seen as a child. He's not a child. He's just really small. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think Marvel's height is 5 foot, right? I remember hearing when I watched the Super Mario movie, he's 5 flat. I mean, I could see it. And honestly, I think Miles pretty attractive. Hell, Luigi's kind of hot, to be honest. Um, 5 foot, 5 footers shouldn't feel bad about being 5 foot because it's a really unique height. You're shorter than basically almost every woman that you come across. Like it's not a common height, even by women's standards. It's pretty small, right? Even though at the same time, I guess it really depends on the country that you originate from. Okay, and for me personally, I rarely see someone of this height. Like it's pretty rare. It's kind of weird because I do live in a region that we have short people, and even short people are tall compared to me here. Like literally, I would have to climb up on the fridges just to get my groceries. I kid you not, and I can't even bump my head in the freezer. I'm that small. I'm not kidding. Literally, I can fit inside the freezer like it will shut on me because I'm that thin. Um, 5 flat. I don't know. I think it's a really interesting height because you do look really young, even though you're not considered as a. I just want to say you should be considered as like a tall little person, at least for a man. That is because it, of course, it's more common for women to be a 5 foot, even though it's not that common. Again, it depends on the country that you originate from, but it's a really unique height because, yeah, man, I don't know how to explain it. If you're 5 foot, you're more likely to build muscle, right? And women are not afraid to be around you, even though they may not want to date you, and that's okay. Those are the women that this is for like any men on here that are not part of the gay community, right? Or if you're not gay, okay, like period. Um, there are women that don't care about height. I know from what I've been seeing or talked to, because there's some women that are frightened by height, right? And I don't know, 5 flat is just like an interesting height to me. It is. 5'1". 5'1". I sure wrote something on here. Okay, 5 foot is unicorn height. You're like extremely unique. And then 5'1". I'm so sorry. That's all I can write down right now. Oh, damn, that's right. You have your Sharpie. Yeah. Let me just do that very quick. But yeah, I just want to see whoever subscribed. I thank you a lot for that. It means a lot. Honestly, and don't ever hesitate to view my other channel. I'm just gonna do this one for live stream from now on because it's not working on the other one. Maybe it's for the best. Just for the time being. Okay, so 5'1" is Stewie height. The reason why I call this Stewie height because I got that from Family Guy when Stewie thought like 5'1", you know, 5'1". Okay, again, still pretty rare. Now for women, it is like not that rare, but it is still short. Like it is short, of course, because we're talking about men. We're not talking about women. There's a big difference, right? Because I think they see women are like 5 inches shorter than us on average. Like a head shorter, I think. This is an interesting height because let's just say for 5'1", you're short enough to have your feet dangle on the city bus. You don't need to eat much. You still look young. You could be like tall. You could be short enough to be seen as a gnome, right? If you want to dress up as one. And I think I don't know, like we hear the term 5'1". I think that's a cool term. 5'1". Let's see. Yeah, you forgot. Yeah. I think 5'1" is like 150 centimeters. Wait, no. 5'2", that would be 157. So that's like 154. I don't know that much about centimeters and when this height, just because since I'm obsessed with men that are tall, I only know like the taller height, like 170 plus, right? Because that's pretty tall compared to me. Like it is, it's not. Again, I'm not stating my height because I like to trick people on purpose. I kind of like to mess people's heads, but in a healthy way. Okay, you basically you can manage life pretty easy at this height. Okay, most people tower over you, and if you're in danger, people would definitely protect you, right? Sometimes people might not take you serious, but if you like someone like me that likes to be seen young and wants to be protected, then I'm not saying my height. I'm not telling anyone my height. It's a secret. Okay. Plus, I don't know my height exactly because I could check up my weight if that helps, but that's all I can give out, and my weight kind of fluctuates. I think it's a really cool height because you don't see that many people of this height unless it's women, but probably like old women, so to speak. Still not that common, right? Again, I got stuff to talk about. I keep bringing like the women comparison. It's just easier for me to talk about it. But oops. Oh, no, continue. You're fine. That's all I can think about for 5'1". 5'2". Okay, 5'2". Really interesting height. Okay, 5'2" will be. I think it's what? That's the 0 percentile. So I'm just gonna write that down. I'm just gonna put like a cute cross on it. So what I mean by 0 percentile, okay? Again, this is for men, right? I can't spell percentile, whatever. I put percent. You're basically like the shortest man to be around at this height. I think even 5'3" as well, because like you may be taller than like just a handful of women, but they'll probably be like an inch or two shorter than you. That's about it. And you can still dangle your feet among this height, right? You can still climb up in freezers. Again, I'm not setting my height. I could be like any of these heights here. Okay, well, definitely lower than the 5'6" mark. I'm not giving up my height. I'm not. Okay? Because again, hint hint, 5'7" is pretty tall compared to me. At least that's how I see it. Okay? 5'2" is really interesting because you're shorter than like a lot of kids, right? And like let's just say if you want to be a parent, and I don't know how to explain about this because I know there's a stigma, like for some tall people, they feel bad because kids would get scared of them. Some, right? Because like let's just say you're 5'2", you're not a threat, which should be a good thing, and it's still a unique height because for men that's extremely rare, right? Like you may thinking that you need like you have like a disability, you don't, right? It's not a common height. Like you do need assistance of this height, right? I mean, depending on where you go to. And this height's really interesting because, like, let's just say that you're low. Sorry about that. You don't have to worry about eating as much food, right? You can go to the kids section and buy like a shirt that fits you. I mean, I'm not sure this is true that like tall people had to pay more. I'm not sure because like unless you're talking about like custom made clothing. Because I'm thinking about like at Walmart or something, right? Like I'm not sure that's true that larger shirts are more expensive. I don't know if that's true though. But I know for a fact that like in kids sections, you could fit certain clothes. Really? And it will look good on you compared to someone that's like average height because they look like Shrek that basically try to put on one of those old like English outfits when he has to perform a play. And I think it's a really cool height. 5'3", still a cool height. I'm trying to think of what actors are of this height. Damn, I think damn it, I forgot because Prince is 5'2", isn't he? I didn't know he was that short. 5'3". I'm trying to think who is 5'3". I don't know. 5'3" would be. I'm not sure this is true though. Again, I'm kicking down fucking. What's that noise? Oh, oh, the moon, the moon, the moon. Okay, sorry, this is someone's car. Oh, the moon, how cute. Oh, the moon. Oh, cute. Anyway, okay. Sucks you're the only one that's here. I know someone's here, but they left. I don't care. Honestly, like if they want to be as active, I'm just not gonna pay any attention. I'm just gonna ignore. That's just how it goes. If you cannot interact with my channel, then don't rant that. Oh, damn, why are you ignoring? Well, because you gotta put more effort. I'm not doing all of it for you. Like because Dumbo, he's putting a lot of effort here. 5'3" is like preteen height. What I mean by preteen height? This is the average height of a 13-year-old. I think. I don't know because there could be 13-year-olds are way much taller than this height. I mean, I think that's the average though. But just because something is average doesn't mean that there always could be this height. Maybe that's the lower average for a preteen. I don't know. Like let's just say if you're in danger, right? You could lie about your height. I mean, about your age at this height. Like let's just say someone is wanting you to um wanting to ask you if you do drugs or they want you to buy drugs. And you could lie and saying, "Oh, you know what? I'm underage. Sorry." And they would believe you. Right? Again, this is like not my height. It could be any of these heights or one, well, maybe lower. Right? You just never know because of the angles. Okay? And my mother's short. She doesn't may not seem like she is. Okay? And the thing is, you actually do live long at this height. It's still a unique height because it's pretty rare. It's like what, a half a foot shorter than the average man. I think they say like it's 5'10", but it has to be 5'9". So I don't know. Okay, I have no idea because I know in other countries they're a little taller than this, at least the European countries, right? Which is kind of weird to think about it because I looked it up in Europe that I think the lowest average height's like 5'8". Like, are they that tall? I'm not sure that's true or anything. I don't know. But it's a really cool height because you do get mistaken for looking young. And again, you can get by in life pretty easy at this height. And you don't have to eat as much, which basically helps a lot. And women will still be safe around you because you're this height. Oh, it's Cupcake. Okay, my mistake. Okay, hope Cake is doing well. I'm sorry, I don't know, someone else. Um, it's a pretty cool height to basically be in, so to speak. You have very quick Dumbo. I'll just read what you typed down. Oh yeah, I know, Dumbo. Yeah, You haven't met a 5'2", 5'3"? Really? But you met a 5'4"? That's interesting. Yeah, it's pretty rare for a man to be 5'4". Yeah, it's like the equivalent of because we're talking about 5 inches, right? 10, 11, 6, 4, 1, 2. It's like being 6'2". I don't think I didn't even see that many men that are 6'2" though. I'm terrible at telling heights. Like literally, like I said, 5'7" is pretty tall to me, right? 6'2" is pretty enormous. So, I'm bad at telling heights. I guess he maybe had to be my Alice in Wonderland syndrome. It has to be. Like they could be wide, like they could be weigh a lot, but they look shorter, but they could be dead and they look like a darn giraffe. Which is really interesting. And wait, taller have to pay more. I mean, like the thing is, Dumbo, like I mean, I'm thinking because if you had to have like longer clothes, you have to pay more. I'm not sure that's true. I think that's why like taller people are known for having more money, but I think that's a myth because I keep hearing about it. Like you might as well say that a dwarf is a poor person, but that's not true. I don't know. That's just some weird stuff I've been hearing online or whatever. Like I don't believe that. Like height shouldn't determine your income. I just don't believe it. And Kevin Hart, I think he's like they say he's 5'2", but he doesn't look like it. I think he's like 5'4", but I'm not sure. He looks more like 5'4" to me. I don't there's no way he's 5'2". He's short, but I don't know, honestly. It's probably the darn camera angles because they always do that in commercials. But yeah, that was just the car engine. And I think 5'3" is like the average height of a 12-year-old. Yeah, I don't know either. Honestly. And Dion, did you know shorter people are, yeah. See, but here's the interesting thing. People with dwarfism, they also could die faster. So it's kind of weird because we're known for living longer, but people with dwarfism, they could die pretty soon. It's like the opposite for people that have gigantism. They can die early because their hearts have to work harder, right? Because of how like their hearts are still the same like size, but it has to pump more blood throughout their body because of the length of their bones. So here's like an interesting like physical fact. You know why like our pets have faster heartbeats? It's because it takes little for the blood to travel to the heart, right? That's why the heart beats much quicker. And then for taller people, it's like, but for us, it's like, right? It's kind of interesting, isn't it? I looked that up. I mean, I could be a little mistaken though. Like for me, since I'm calm at the moment, my heart is like 2 beats per second, right? I'm not sure that's considered high because I think for tall people, might be like, see, it's like for tall people, it's probably like this. Maybe I'm not sure though. Because I'd like to study about physical health because I did took PE and well, we all did, I'm sure, and some other physical health stuff back in high school. And yeah, it doesn't. I mean, that's just a myth that people like to bring up. Unless you work at a business, I still don't believe it. Honestly, like look at Kendrick Lamar. He's 5'5", and he's like the most loved rapper there is. I just don't buy that stuff. I think this is stupid. Yeah, like 5'5". Yeah, and I feel like 5'5" men are common, whether it's in real life or fictional. In a way, I don't think it's that common, to be honest with you, though. And like, I feel like 5'5" men are common, whether it's. Oh yeah, I already read that already, and that other person left. Oh yeah, that was Cake. So Cake probably has a lot going on right now. Cake told me that he lives in Georgia. I just thought I could just share that. So that's pretty cool that he lives there. The shortest man, he was Indian, but he died. He was like 1'9", which I don't know how that's possible. He was literally 1'9" before he died. He lived a long life. He lived like I think he died of old age. So yeah, 1'9". And I have heart. Wait, right, because it's the heart flow. Right, right. Oh yeah, let me continue. I'm so sorry about that. 5'4". 5'4" is the woman's height. Now it says down to 0 for some odd reason. I hope YouTube is not playing toys with me here. So, woman's height, right? Because this is the average. which is weird because 5'4", it's an interesting height. This is the average height for a woman that we see like every day. It's weird because for a woman it's not short, but for a guy, I don't know how that works. I don't get it. Like for a guy that's really short, but for a woman it's not. I don't get why though. And it's an interesting height because yeah, it is pretty uncommon for a male. But for a woman, you see this all the time. And I think the average height for a woman should be 5'6". I don't know. Like 5'6" is more appropriate for a guy, should be like 5'10". I don't know. I have no idea. Because I don't know when's the last time I interacted in public. But I think a 5'4" is a really cool height because women still feel safe around you. You still look young for your age. You basically can consume less energy, and you can build up muscle if you actually go to the gym, right? And I think it's a pretty interesting height. I forgot to mention 5'3", because 5'3" was my crush's height. It's weird because he did not look like he's 5'3". He looked like a damn giant when he was doing my favorite stomach fetish, right? Like, there's no way he's 5'3". He's not 5'3". I was shocked when he told me, like, you don't look like it. It's, oh boy, height is so interesting. I've always been fascinated about height because since I like to study a lot of geography and going on map porn, to like see how average height is at other countries, even though I don't think that's always true though. It's really cool to learn about it because I always do wonder how that works. It's really interesting. You gotta be kidding me, Dumbo. You never met a 5'4" woman? That's really interesting. I guess you don't get out much, huh? You probably couldn't tell. And because I say 95% of all, so you meet shorter women? Really? That's interesting. I meet women all different heights. I don't meet that many that are below the 5 foot mark. It's extremely rare, come to think of it. And I'm thinking, man, am I that short? It's really interesting. And you've seen a 5'6" and 5'10", right? But you meant shorter, right? I met women those heights, but they're not that common. I think. And YouTube was glitching, yeah, I figure much. 5'5". 5'5" is the Bruno Mars height. Because he is his height. And it may not seem that short. It is. Which is weird because you're like an inch taller than the average woman. I just don't get how the hell. Oh, I need to go to the other room. Because my mother's gonna be here like in two hours. The average height for the American male, Dumbo, is actually 5'9". They say the global average is 5'8", while for women it's 5'3". At least that's what I've heard or at least read about. 5'5", you still look shorter than a buttload of men out there. It is short. It is. It's not like crazy short, but it's short. Right? It is. Like, you still look young. You look shorter than like a ton of like middle schoolers. Because I'm not surprised middle schoolers could be like 6 foot these days. It could happen. Because it's a really interesting height. It is. Because you are short. You are. People say it's no, it's not. Average, it's like 5'8", 5'9". It depends. Like 5'8" may seem a teeny bit short, but at the same time, it's not. It's really complicated, and I sometimes do see men of that height, but not that often. So it's a really unique height, and you can still build a lot of muscle at that height, of course. And it's pretty cool that Bruno Mars is 5'5". And yeah, you're on the shorter side. So many men that you've seen are 5'5". Yeah, Bruno Mars is 5'5", Dumbo. He is. And they either be like 5'5", 5'9", over 6'1". Yeah, exactly. Let me go to the room because being in here makes me a little depressed for after a while. 5'6", this is when you start to not be seen as short, but you are still in short territory. I think it's considered like the mid short category. It's when like, yeah, he's short, but it's nothing crazy. It's like I guess you could say it's common short. Like if you see a man that's short, he would be of that height. Um,
If you look outside and see the delivery,
yeah. Oh, shit, I burrito.
anything out there?
No.
Are you close?
Huh. It's kind of cold out.
Yeah, I know.
Huh. Oh, it's not Storage Wars. She's supposed to say something else. Hey, Moss, I'll be in here for an hour and a half. But yeah, Dumbo, I think you say you were 5'6", right? I think you were 5'5". Oh, I can't even tell anymore. But yeah, basically 5'6" is on the shorter side, but it's not the shortest. Yep, and I was telling he's just laying down and resting up because he's off of work tonight. So, and I'm surprised it's the first time that my brother actually has the light turned off while he's watching TV. Normally, he'll always hit his tablet. I'll be back. Huh. Huh. Okay. Huh. But yeah, 5'6", it's like mid short, right? So, like, no one will point out, like, wow, like, yeah, I didn't know how short he was. It may seem like every height is unique. It's just, I hate how, like, depending on how you're born, it makes you more unique of a person for it. So, I didn't bring in my, oh, it's all right. I can just write over it. 5'6", it's a pretty cool height. It is. It's like the mid short, so to speak, right? Mid short height. Like you are short, but it's not like rare. Unless they say it's like in the Netherlands. And yeah, I heard Jack Black is 5'6", which is really shocking to hear about it because I know he's considered that short, which is really interesting, honestly. And no, that's how Storage Wars. There's some other show dumbbell actually. So yeah, mid short. At least to me, I think that's kind of tall though. Like you're still short. Like I don't want to over exaggerate. Like you're tall compared to me. At least that's what I think. Like I gotta look up to someone that's 5'6". So, oh, you're tired, browser. If you need to go to bed, that's fine. You don't have to be here too long. Me and Dumbo, we're just talking about heights, just to be a little bit random, even though it's like a boring topic today because why not? This until like until my brother has to pick her mother up. Plus, I miss being in here. I got like an hour and a half. Well, but yeah, I've been tired too because of stress. 5'7". This is when you start to get tall, right? I mean, okay, pardon me. Um, this is when you're on the tall short end. This is height is when you're not considered short, maybe by some people, depending on who you hang out with. I mean, this is kind of weird, right? I like to call it a giant short person. No, wait, that sounds wrong. I just call it the tall shorty. Tall, oh, I like that. Tall shorty. Because the reason why this could still be considered kind of short, maybe, it's not. I was viewing, she's sniffing over me. I was viewing Sword the Troll that he visited here in the US because in his country, Japan, he's average height, which is a little weird. I kid you not, Dumbo. Like 5'7" can be a little short, which is kind of odd. because when he had to order for like hot, like he wanted to get like a hot, no, not a hot dog, it was like a Coke. He looked like a dwarf. Like, is 5'7" really short? Like, I can't imagine how I would look in person. Like, you look so cute. Like, I'm thinking, like, there's no way he's 5'7". He looks like that. Like, I know 5'7". Oh, sorry, Tom, because my brother doesn't have the fan on. Hush! Hush! The thing is, though, 5'7" is really interesting because you're not short, but at the same time, you are. And it's so weird how Sora the Troll is that height. He look like a little person. Like, I'm thinking, golly, there's no way that's average height in Japan. Man, stop looking at my notebook, mamas. I knew I'm gonna be pretty small in Japan. So it's really interesting. Like, I'm not kidding. It's when he went to Vegas, Dumbbell, and I did shown it right. I thought I did, and I'm thinking, is he really like 5'7"? It's weird because yeah, it's that average height. It is on the shorter end, but you're starting to be average. It's so weird. It's a really interesting height. An old YouTube communication understanding, but it doesn't happen anymore. Oh yeah, browser. I don't blame you. Yeah, I miss the old YouTube as well. Yeah, that's why I don't like watching some channels that over edit, and it's cool they do that. It's just it makes you feel intimidated and maybe a little too much for me. That's why I've only viewed like those channels that won't add music, kind of like the South Park one I told Dumbo about. If you're still here, he doesn't add music. He just talks about South Park for 2 hours. And why do you keep looking at my notebook? Look, this is what she's doing. Funk. Why do you keep looking at my notebook? It tastes like cardboard. Ebony is something. I love her for that. 5'8". No, this is when you get to the average short. Wait. What do they call it? They made up a weird name for this. It's called the bodybuilder height. I'll write it down. So 5'8" is a little interesting because you're not short, but maybe by very few people, it's possible you could be seen that way. At 5'8" is not short to me. Um, a lot of bodybuilders tend to be this height. There are some hot guys that like to follow on TikTok that does that stomach vacuum stuff that I like. They're this height, and it's the most common height for a man. Well, either that or 5'9". I think 5'8" is the most common though. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe where I live. I don't know. I think it's still you like depending on the state you live in, it determines heights. Like your plants. I don't know. I don't know. You're tall. At least to me, you're pretty much a giant. I think. Um, you could be seen as short, but you probably do bodybuilding, and the world fits you perfectly, like cars, um, music parks. If you want to date a girl, she'll definitely be shorter than you, most likely. And you won't be seen as intimidating unless you want to be, like when it comes to working out, maybe putting on muscle, I guess. And I think it's a pretty unique height, so to speak. And I realized my channel was not turning into ghosts since my drama was over for a while. Browser, kind of the same for me. I don't blame you, honestly. And large YouTubers, what the world needs. Yeah, browser, I understand. No, YouTube is for us too. It's just that Even though it's taking us longer, it doesn't define us. I wish I could give proof to that. Like I'm still working on it. In browser, I understand that you're discouraged. You don't do anything wrong. You know, people say, "Oh, you know what? You need to change things up." Like it's okay. Like I think the reason why it's good to be a small channel because we can still experiment what we like that others may like. Because other large YouTubers they may not be able to do that because there's some large ones I've seen that would get like 200,000 views. Well, maybe it depends, but at least some of them I've seen they would have a video up 90 turn to fan on that would go viral, but their other videos suck. Not suck. Their other videos won't do as well. And you never met a guy that was 5'8" or 9? That's really weird, Dumbo. Really. Yeah, I wish I could restart my channel and get more supporters to understand for what I'm going to, but it won't be easy because whenever I want to interact, people will get offended because they don't know me. Yeah, browser, I understand. Even though this happens to large channels too, because at least when they get exposed, they're screwed. But for us, though, even though if we basically screw up, we can still build our viewership. Doesn't mean that oh yeah, we screwed up for life. There are awful YouTubers that are like predatory or whatever, and they've still got a viewer base, which is really fascinating. And I would say I have heard men that are 5'8" say they're short with them. Yeah, Dumbo, it happens a lot. Look what she's doing. Oh, look. She's resting her head on my arm. I mean, hand. What? You like to lick me? Don't be jealous, Momos. Don't. I know because of Ebony. Don't be jealous. What are you doing? What? What? Why are you licking my mouth for? What? Oh. Got her carried away. She got a lot of energy because of me. Anyway, and I hate hearing how 5'10" people I don't know why they think they're short. They're delusional. Hell, even by the Netherlands, they're not short. It's like people in the Philippines thinking they're tall when they're 5'6". You're not tall. Maybe to women, but you're not. You know, I don't know. Height is something else. At least that's how I see it. And I want to say something, but I don't want to mention her name. Oh, dumb problems, but you don't have to. Like, if you need anything on your system, you can. I know who you talk about too. 5'9" is the average American. Basically, American. So this one is pretty interesting because you see men at this height every day. It's nothing unique. And if you're this height, you can blend in. And it's a great height because you're taller than most women. And you're. Hush! Bella! You're seen as a giant, like, compared to someone like me. Bella! Like me. And the world still fits you with this height. Like, you could fit in cars. You know, basically buying clothes. And you could live like a healthy average life. And I think it's a lovely height. Yeah, 6 foot is tall, absolutely. People that don't think so need to be quiet. Like people in the Philippines, like okay, the Netherlands they think is 6 foot is not tall. It is. I don't care if it's outside your country. It's so tall though. Like in the Philippines, they're thinking that 5'5" is not short. It is. Maybe two women in the Philippines, but it's still short. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. And yeah, 5'8" to 5'10" is kind of weird. They're three different heights, huh? It's like 5'5" and 5'2" is. I don't know how the hell that works. Like 5'6" to 5'4" is short, and then below that, that's when you get really short. So it's weird how that works because we go to what 5'11" to 6'1" is tall, and then like 6'2" to 6'4" is really tall, and then after that, it's weird how that works. And shorter people can drive. Yeah, it depends. Like if you have dwarfism dumbbell, like you would use like those special pedals so that it can help you press the gas. Because I actually met a woman that was like 4'10" and she had to use that. And I'm thinking like, wow, she did have a little trouble getting out of her car. Interesting. Well, I think. I don't know. I don't remember. Honestly, if it wasn't for a stupid Mexican girl who let Hellas Basil manipulate you instead of yeah, browser, I know, I know. Yeah, yeah. I feel awful that you had to go through all this. Honestly, browser, you're not at fault of anything. It just they're just damn they're well, at least that girl, she's 13, right? So she doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. So you don't have to worry about that. Honestly, you didn't do anything wrong. Like, yeah, you may have been like a little like for me, I wouldn't care because he wants someone to talk to. Like they think needy. They didn't have to put you on blast like that because, well, sorry, I'm a little tired myself. You just want someone to talk to. Your dad is from AW, really? And because he has spine issues, he hunched over, so he's like 4'5'7". Yeah, that can happen because like osteoporosis. But Bowser, you do the best you can. That's all you can do. Like for me, I didn't got any. I did got a subscriber, so that's a start. Because I had 250, right? Now I got 251. I did lost a couple, but that's for the best because they're not even active. It'd be nice if more people unsubscribe. It just sucks I forgot the damn Gmail, the other one. That way I could start off fresh. But oh well. Oh yeah, let's just continue. I'm probably gonna like maybe end this early and then do like one more. Like what I'm gonna do, Dumbbell, I'm gonna try to see because I noticed that my profile picture that you see in the corner, like when you do the live stream, it wasn't loading. So that's probably why my MacBook was acting up. So I'm gonna have to like refresh it or something and try again, or maybe set it up like the schedule thing, and hopefully it'll fix this out. But I'm gonna try because I probably want to do like a gay topic. I don't know. I want to. I feel awful what I said to a deaf guy that did the Pokemon video. I got judged because how the hell did he got so many views? It's a good video. I just feel so intimidated because he's so kind. He has a lot of good energy, and I love that. It sucks I don't have that energy. I can see why he gets a lot of views for all the videos he does. He does a great job researching. God, I miss you feel bad. I'm trying to be more kinder though, because I'm tired of just having to like shout out for attention. Like I want to be like the angry Asian or Halo Haley or Aoife on everything because they rant, they shout, but not like okay, maybe aggressive, but it's not like an offending way. And I like those three for that. Basil's not what I'm worried about. It's my supporters that hurt me after they promised they'll always be there for me. Browser, I think what you should do if you can, try to make another channel and share the URL to see whom your actual supporters are. And then for the ones that didn't subscribe, you should definitely leave behind. At least that's what I'm thinking. Not in this channel, about the other one. Because I don't know what I'm thinking about doing another topic again. Like I'm trying to do things new and I know live streams don't help, but it's all I can do right now because I mean I already posted the Super Bowl, so hopefully some people enjoyed it. If not, it's fine. At least I tried. Um, yeah, you get jealous of others, yeah. And speaking of Basil, she's actually offline a week ago. Really? Yeah. Well, she should stay offline because the way she acts is not normal behavior. But I get where you're coming from, browser. I do. 5'10" is when you are the above average. Sorry, I'm getting a little weak to right. So this height, oh, I should have just said Juan height because Juan was that height. 5'10" is gigantic. I don't know why. 5'10" is fucking huge. Like you're still average, but you could be seen as tall for some people because you're the 10 um of a foot. Well, at least for this category or territory, the world still fits you perfectly. Whether that be pooping on airplanes or driving a car, of course, or you know, I did a girl that basically is much shorter than you. You know, she could be really short, and you just being like barely above average, and yet like a giant compared to her. And it's a really, really great height to be in because at least what I've seen is pretty common. And I actually like that height. 5'11", that's when you get to the tall territory. Um, I like kind of say this mini giant because you're not 6 foot. A lot of people thinking 5'11" is 6 foot. No, it's not. You're pretty tall at this height. He's still like a little bit above average. Nothing crazy. Like you see this height every day, right? But it's still pretty tall. And the world still fits around you. And girls are like this height. And including someone like me. And it kind of you can trick people that you're 6 foot when okay, like well, yeah, you can trick people that you're like let's just say you can troll people if you want. Say that you're 6 foot when you're 5'11" because you're 6 foot in shoes. Still a great height nonetheless. And I think this is a cool height. So I'm getting like a little tired myself. Swallow the stress. And then 6 foot plus, which is the tall capitalized height. This height you can see above many heads. Um, a lot of women would date you this height, which is interesting because it has the word six on it. I guess it's because that's like a devil number, which is, but only well yeah, I guess it could be considered as a devil number. Um, you can still fit in cars, absolutely. Um, you can still buy clothes that fit you, and you can even buy shoes that fit you as well. And some people maybe a little awe of your height, and that's what I think about 6 foot. So Dumbo, this is what I wrote down. Yeah, 6'1" to 6'3" is tall. Yeah. I want to thank Ruby for spreading the news about ghosting because I know what it's like to someone who ghosted me. I have subscribers but no comment unless I tag them right. Yeah, I don't blame you, browser. It's hard. It is. Trust me. You do the best you can. That's all you can do. Honestly, especially if you don't have many subscribers, it's normal. You know, not every subscriber, it'll be impossible. I know by experience would interact. Even in like large channels that see that got like 120,000 subscribers, they only get like up to like 60 comments. That's not a lot. And some of those are like replies. That's like down to 40 people. Like out of 120,000, that's I guess that's normal, which is really weird. But anyway, yeah, when it gets to 6'4", all right to the 7 category is tall as fuck. I agree. And I'm glad you think so, Double. I made it myself. I wish I know the time that I wrote these down. Oh well, I don't care. I kind of do care. I should write this down. I could do that for the 6 foot category. Um, and of course, 6'8" above are fucking giants. I absolutely agree. And by the way, my old channel from 4 years ago was removed before Christmas. I don't know why, but probably something to do with community guidelines. Oh, that sucks, browser. But I was 14 to 15 at the time, so it's probably due to spam. It's possible. It happens. Trust me, I lost my channels to spam, and I didn't do anything wrong on those channels. It happens. There are a few people, quite a few throughout YouTube browser that went through this. So it's really, really common. And I'm getting sleepy. I think I should take like a 10-minute nap and then come back. Like my eyes are starting to feel heavy. It's probably that weird dream I had. Oh my gosh. Like, let me explain the dream that I had, Dumbo. Like, maybe that's why I reacted to Kendrick Lamar, because this dream was a sign. It was about Casey, right? She wanted to falsely accuse me, like, of being like some damn like animal abuser, maybe. I don't know. Well, maybe an animal abuser. I don't remember what it said in the papers because I was looking up about. I did type that in my MacBook. It was about like feet problem thing. We were living in our apartment, right? My brother, he was just off of work that day because I thought the light was on. Except it's the other way around in our house. Like it's supposed to be on the left, right? But it's on the right. And then I heard like a knock on our door, a soft knock, and it was Casey and her weird buddy bitch, and she was wearing like sunglasses. She was wearing black, and she was smiling like, "Yeah, I got an arrest warrant on you." Like, you're spreading false information, right? You snarky bitch. And it was supposed to be like a picture of me having a pet cat. Like, I don't have a pet cat. At least it took about when I was 3, when we had 4 pups. And then she wanted to arrest me. Like, what are you gonna do? I was pissed off in that dream, but I woke up like, yep, that's not gonna happen. So yeah. Oh, that definitely tells me I never want to interact with her again. Like, I could have got her arrested if I could, but maybe that dream did stress me out. Oh, Cupcake, welcome back. You almost lost your challenge to spam, yeah. So you had a dream being falsely accused of being an enemy, something like that. Yeah, I know. It's really interesting, isn't it? You had a similar dream in a way before, Dumb. I knew that. And I wish YouTube goes back to the way it was. Somebody deserves to be ghosted. I agree, browser. I agree. And that sounds like yeah, it is fucking stressful. Tell me about it. I hope it's okay if I could close my eyes a bit. Like, I'm pretty tired. I got an hour until my mother gets here, so we'll be fine. I don't know how I'm gonna do this because I don't want to knock over this MacBook and next it stops working and that's it for me. So I'll do it here. Plus, I like being in here because I don't want to keep being in my room because it's always dark in here, and I wish I had like a tall lamp. It probably would help my mental state, but whatever. I just feel like uh, I'll give myself 6 minutes, maybe. The thing is, I can smell the pen. Blueberry. This is edible. When I sleep, like when I close my eyes a little bit, or when I do like rat or take like a 6 minute nap, I do get refreshed. What are you doing? Hmm. Um, this is like a really great sign. Like Autumn, she does every now and then. So I guess I can't go to sleep. Like just close my eyes for like a minute and a half. Like the thing is, she would get so she does that. I'm not kidding. Like she would like it's like she's a scarf. She would literally would crawl up to my neck and like sleep on it. Did she shed over me? And my mother said they don't shed. They do. No, Summer. No. I hope you don't push me over the edge. That's how I knock over my damn toe. At least one of you three dead. I got fur all over my face. Oh my Buddha. Yeah, Dumbo, thank you so much for that. Yeah, I wonder where those two went. Your cat does that too? Yeah, I figure cats do that. And both dogs and cats shed fur, yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's weird. They're here at random times. Because you're the only one that's like on here that can like stay in. Well, Brownie too. For a long period without being distracted. I mean, not to put blame or anything. Yeah, because I know Bros likes to share about his problems. I'm sorry, I'm a little relaxed. Oh yeah, Darren's exams. Yeah, he probably has a lot of studying. It makes sense because since he wants to be a dentist, right? Or I don't think I have to say dentist. I know it's orthodontist, but it has to take a lot of training. Because I know when I first met him, he's been doing this stuff for a while. Because he was in college. Or was he in high school? Damn it. No, he was in college. Because he's 19. Otherwise, if he was 18, he would have been in high school. Yeah, I know by experience college is a nightmare. Yep, he wants to become a dentist. Oh, excuse me. Yep, he's a freshman. At least, yeah, he is. Yep. Oh my god. My mother's bed is so comfortable. Maybe it's just the atmosphere and the air in here. It's like if I was in a hotel, but it's not. That's how it feels. No wonder people like to be in hotels. I get it. Yeah, it is. I just like to switch. I just like to switch atmospheres every now and then. Yeah, college isn't that great, dumbbell, so you're not missing anything. In fact, you'll just waste more money. They're not going to college at all because it's so expensive. I just want we don't want that's here right now. It sucks we can't make one newcomer. Poop. I wonder why. Yeah. Well, here for me is languages. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Like, I understand that they can't be on here that long. Psychology, really? I didn't knew that. Huh. Well, I never knew that. I don't know, my head a bit. Oh wait, is this? Oh yeah, this is how people do it if they're like tired in class. Oh, I never thought about that. Wait, I'm not doing it right. Okay, I still can't do it. Right. I need my towel for this, but I'm too exhausted to get up. Yeah, this could work. Mm. 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 5 minutes. Mm. I think I was streaming at something. I don't know what the hell it was. It was so. Sorry that I. You I'm, mm. Mm. It was okay. Sorry, I was. Yeah, it's only 9:30. Oh, you were. Hmm. Okay. All right. Oh, you don't have to, Dumbo. You gotta worry. Yeah, I'll eat it. Yeah, I'm gonna eat it. It's fine. Yeah, it's actually can't get any newcomers today. I got a long way ahead of me just to get viewerships again like I used to. Ugh. It just sucks that my MacBook doesn't work. My phone, I mean, this could be really difficult. Because normally, like when I had, like, when my channel did okay in the past, I would never update or upload every day. I would used to upload like a few times a week. Yeah. It's so funny the other people left. Oh well. I'm probably just gonna focus on you because you're probably the only one that bothers to talk to me, you know? No offense to the other two. It'd just be nice if they interact a bit more. Don't you ought to worry about it. I wonder why my channels are not doing well. Hmm. Wait, let me end the stream for now. I might just do another one. Like, I'm probably want to do it in sections. So yeah, you could do that. Well, I take care of that. I'm so sorry about that dumbbell. Yeah, that was her brother.